European Union governments agreed further sanctions against Iran's banking, shipping and industrial sectors on Monday, cranking up financial pressure on Tehran in the hope of drawing it into serious negotiations on its nuclear program. The decision by EU foreign ministers reflected mounting concerns over Iran's nuclear intentions and Israeli threats to attack Iranian atomic installations if a mix of sanctions and diplomacy proves fruitless in ushering in a peaceful solution. In a joint statement following the announcement cited by the Wall Street Journal, EU ministers expressed serious and deepening concerns over the Islamic Republic's "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." Nuclear progress and stressed that the restrictive measures agreed to are aimed at affecting Iran's nuclear program and revenues of the Iranian regime to fund its program and are not aimed at the Iranian people. EU Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton said she hoped that turning up the heat on the Islamic Republic would persuade Iran to make concessions and that negotiations could resume very soon. "I absolutely do think there is room for negotiations," said Ashton, who represents the United States, China, Russia, Britain, France and Germany in their on and off talks with Iran. "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. I hope we will be able to make progress very soon." The new sanctions mark one of the toughest moves against Iran by Europe to date and a significant change of policy for the 27-member bloc, which hitherto focused on targeting specific people and companies with economic restrictions. German Foreign Minister Guido Westerwelle was more pessimistic than Ashton about the prospect that additional economic pain might drive Tehran, whose Islamic revolution has long thrived on defiance of the West, to make concessions. "Iran is still playing for time," he "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased," told reporters. "We don't see a sufficient readiness for substantial talks about the nuclear program. The widening sanctions regime is already doing significant damage to the Iranian economy, notably due to an oil embargo imposed by the European Union this year and new financial sanctions applied by the United States." Earlier this month, riots broke out in Tehran in protest at the collapse of the rial currency, which has lost some two-thirds of its value against the dollar in the past 15 months, stoking inflation that is now running at around 25%. "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." The new European measures include a general ban on financial transactions, with some exceptions for those involving humanitarian aid, food and medicine purchases and provisions for legitimate trade, an EU diplomat said.